Can I get a mortgage on CIS? So most CIS subcontractors struggle to get the mortgage they need because they don't realize how easy it actually is. And if they speak to the wrong bank or mortgage broker, they'll end up being told they can't borrow enough, or worse, they'll get rejected altogether. So let me show you how one of my clients went from thinking he could only afford a tiny studio flat to actually buying a proper 3-bed family home, all because he followed the right CIS mortgage strategy. I'm David Sharpstone. I help CIS subcontractors get a bigger and better home by using a mortgage strategy that most brokers don't even know exists. So there's this electrician I work with, solid bloke, he works hard, he pays his way, and he came to me in bits because his landlord had served him notice. And with a young family at home, he was desperate to buy something quickly. The problem was, he'd already spoken to 3 different mortgage brokers, and they'd all told him the same thing, that the profit on his tax return wasn't high enough to borrow what he needed. But here's what they missed. He was being paid through CIS, and that changes everything. I showed him how to use his CIS payslips instead of relying on his tax return. And that meant he could use his gross income, not just the bit that was left after his accountant had worked all their magic. So let's fast forward 90 days. He's now in a lovely 3-bed house with a garden for the kids to play in, and he's paying less on the mortgage each month than he was paying for rent. No stress, no guesswork, just a solid plan that actually worked. So let me give you 5 key points that make a mortgage using CIS Income a great idea. So point 1, CIS Income is different to self-employed income, and that's because most mortgage lenders treat CIS subcontractors like self-employed. But they don't have to. So if you've been paid through CIS for at least 3 months, some lenders will treat you as employed, and that means that they can use your gross day rate or weekly income straight from your CIS payslips, not your tax return. Point 2, your day rate can be converted into annual income. So let's take your average day rate and multiply it by the number of days in the week that you work. Multiply that figure by 46 to 48 weeks, and that allows for holidays or sick days. That gives a lender a realistic annual figure that they're happy to work from. Point number 3, you don't need to have 2 years of accounts. Some mortgage brokers will tell you to wait until you've got 2 or even 3 years of tax returns. But with the CIS method, 3 to 6 months of recent payslips is enough for certain mortgage lenders. And this fast tracks your mortgage application, and it's going to avoid unnecessary delays. Point 4, you could borrow more than you think, because most self-employed mortgage assessments use net profit, which can be low. CIS payslips let lenders see your actual income before expenses, and that means your borrowing power can be significantly higher, sometimes by tens of thousands. Point number 5, not all brokers understand this. Many brokers treat CIS workers like traditional sole traders, and they're going to miss the opportunity to use your gross income, which limits what you can borrow. And that's why it's crucial to work with someone who specializes in CIS mortgages. Otherwise, you'll miss out. So if you found this video helpful, you might like the video on the screen now, and it breaks down how your day rate can affect your mortgage affordability, and it might surprise you how much you can borrow. Thanks for watching.